Are we in Libra season yet? Because our favorite Libra just made some moves. Okay, well, she might be y'all's favorite Libra. But anyways, Kim Kardashian has literally announced through People magazine, of course, that her and Odell Beckham JR are officially hanging out. What does hanging out mean? Is that like the same equivalent to talking? I just want to know. I don't know the lingo. And him and his ex-girlfriend, Lauren Wood, who's absolutely a gorgeous supermodel, I guess officially broke up, even though they do have a child together. But that's not stopping Kim. Do you think Kim cares? Honey, Kim does not care. She is doing what she does and making so many people so unhinged with this relationship or friendship as she's announced it. Because, you know, that's how Kim rolls. She don't care. She don't care. He even was very flirtatious with her sister, Chloe, but apparently that didn't go nowhere. And Kim says that regardless of their flirtatious night,
between Odell's legs, they're kind of all cuddly. Listen, we're being told by our sources at the party that the two of them were definitely into each other and quote unquote looked like a couple. Listen, I don't know if this is...
So anyways, about 7 years back, Chloe and Odell were getting very frisky and hands-on. So Kim doesn't care. That's not gonna stop her. That's not gonna stop her. She's still gonna date this guy. And let's look at his birth chart. So let's get into Odell's birth chart and see how are him and Kim going to do with this relationship, or this hooking up, or this, whatever they call it, hanging out. Are they going to continue to hang out for a while? So, okay, first of all, he is a sun in Scorpio. He is a moon in Pisces, and he has a Sagittarius ascendant, and his midheaven is in Libra. Another thing that I want to point out is that his Jupiter is in Libra as well. He has a Mars in Cancer and also a Venus in Sagittarius. He has a Saturn in Aquarius in his 11th house, with his Uranus and Neptune both in Capricorn. He also has his Venus in Sagittarius, which we have to remember Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, which Jupiter is in his Libra, which lets me know that he does have a strong connection with Libra energy, and that energy feels like home and it feels very loving to him. Also, he has his Mercury in Sagittarius as well. And Sagittarius, again, is ruled by Jupiter. And this makes them able to have a very good area of communication. And they probably communicate quite well with each other. And his Pisces moon is literally squared with his Venus, which allows him to create this area of dynamic intrigue and almost like a sense of an obstacle. So I do think that Kim will like him and she will like hanging out with him, but I also think that he will basically get hooked. Like, I don't think this would be a relationship where it would be easy for him to walk away from. I also think it's very interesting that his Jupiter is in Libra in the 10th house, which lets me know that he is going to be successful, and also that he likes that area of balance and social issues that so does Kim definitely love as well. I also think that if they do develop a hookup, this is going to bring a lot of more of an elite status ish to him, where for her, she's used to being known as somebody who's been like constantly dating people like Kanye before Kanye got so wild. And for her, she likes these kind of like root-based, hardworking men because she sees an alliance with them like she does with her, like with her mom, like with herself. The fact that they have so much entwined energy makes me think that if they did develop a relationship, it probably could work out quite successfully. And since he is a Scorpio sun, she actually does quite well with that energy in a nourished factor, because we have to remember Kris Jenner is a Scorpio sun as well. So this energy feels a little bit home loving, and it is the emotional energy that she is kind of used to. One of the things I also want to point out is that he is a life path number of 1, which lets me know that Kim can definitely teach him some things, as she is a master number 22. So when we look at the masculine energy of 1, she might be able to create an energy where it feels more nourishing for him and more centered around a home life versus what happened with his ex. And I do think that maybe one of the reasons why the dynamic between him and his ex didn't work out is because he is always trying to up level in some ways, especially with that Venus in the 10th house with Libra. It brings that balance where he's trying to like create something more. Another thing that I want to talk about is I think that he honestly feels that a relationship with somebody like Kim, or who is a little bit more known, is something that he's always wanted, because the fact that ascendant in Sagittarius lets me know that he likes to travel, he likes to seek higher circumstances and experiences, and he also is somebody who is intrigued by that energy of wisdom, and also learning how to play the game, especially when it comes to like media and fame. And let's be honest, nobody knows how to play the game quite like Kim and her mama. So I think he will be quite smitten, if that's even a word. He will get sprung, let me say. If Kim hooks up with him and they have a relationship, he will be sprung. But I also still think that he has a very much of a wandering eye, as one might say, because of that Mars in Cancer, which lets me know that he can be emotionally outward, and he can also have a lot of outburst where we probably haven't heard of them, but I'm sure his ex can confirm this. And he also has his Lilith, as one might say, his dark Lilith in Aquarius, aligned with his Saturn in Aquarius, which is going to make him feel very constricted in some areas of seduction and some areas of relationships and intimacy, and especially when it comes to the collective. Trust me, he is getting grief from this hookup, because even though it's grief from others in his small collective circle, because people don't see Kim. I mean, they see Kim as who she is, that's famous, but they also see Kim as somebody who is like predictable and just like, they're like, have fun while this lasts. But you know, don't cry too hard when she breaks your heart. But I also feel a little bit of cheater vibes with him, especially the fact that he has a Pisces moon. And that's my take.